Okay, again, class, good morning. This is your professor, Mr. Raymar Villanueva. For today's meeting, we will discuss the comparative models in policing. Particular topic that we will be discussing is, of course, the function, what particular office ang i-discuss natin ay patungkol sa PCTC, no? Yun yung pag-uusapan natin ngayon. So, I found it medyo ano na siya. So, 12. So, ngayon, tuloy tayo. Ang PCTC is, of course, kung tawagin natin ay Philippine Center on Transnational Crime. So, this was under the Executive Order number 62 dated 15/1995. So the mission of this is of course yung PCTC or we call it Interpol NCB is to formulate and implement the concentrated program of action, implementation of laws, action of law enforcement, intelligence, and other government agencies for the prevention, of course, and control of the transnational crime. Okay? So, ang PCTC or tinatawag din nila itong Interpol NCB, di ba? Under Manila is under the in Manila is under the office of the President. Okay, of the Philippines, with of course the goal is of enhancing coordination among its department. Kasama din po yung mga bureaus, offices, agencies, and instrumentalities for of course a whole of government approach towards a more tawagin natin a efficient and of course coordinated, collaborative, and synergized effort against transnational crime o criminal activity. Okay? So sabi nga natin, ang PCTC is a part of the executive branch of the government under the office of the President. Alamin natin yung kanilang powers and functions so that we can understand ano ba itong agency na ito. So itong agency na ito ay pagdating sa kanilang mga batas na ini-implement, marami po, no? Marami. They also implement yung Republic Act 6969, an act to control toxic substances and hazardous and nuclear waste providing penalties thereof. Ano pa? Yung Republic Act 80, environmental law ito, no? Ano pa? Kasi nga, ang transnational crime, hindi lang naman nagka-focus dun sa pagbibenta eh. Pagtatapon, di ba? Nakakasira yan sa environment natin. That could be under the provision of this department. Ano pa? Republic Act 8042, di ba? Ano pang ang focus na naman? Ito yung batas na nag-institute ng mga pulisiya in relation to overseas employment and establish a higher standard of protection pagdating sa ating mga migrant workers, kasama yung protection sa kanilang pamilya, di ba? And for other purposes. Again, Republic Act 8042. There is another law which entitled Republic Act 8293. This is an act prescribing the intellectual property code and establishing the intellectual property office, no? Providing of course yung kanilang powers and function. So ano pa? Maraming batas, 'di ba? Na kasama pa na kanilang sakop yung Republic Act 9147. Ito naman yung batas that provides for the conservation and protection of wildlife resources and of course their habitats approaching. Kasama dun yung mga pulisiya patungkol sa pag-conserve o pag-protect ng mga wildlife natin. Okay? That is Republic Act 9147. And there is also another law na kanila pong nakakasama din po sa kanila. An Act, Republic Act 9165. So we are actually familiar with this. An Act constituting in relation to drug trafficking. This Act constituting the Comprehensive Dangerous Drugs Act of 2002. It was actually repealing the Republic Act number 6425 na kung tawagin natin yung dating batas na Dangerous Drugs Act of 1972. So naamyendahan na po yan. Kaya ngayon ang batas natin Republic Act 9165. Ano pang mandato na meron sila? Ano pa yung mga, before we will tackle about the powers and function, yung mga particular na batas or particular na nakikita ninyo ngayon sa inyong screen. Ano pa yung mga particular na batas? Yung Republic Act 9208. Diba? 9208. An act to institute policies to eliminate trafficking in person. Diba? Especially women and children. So, ang batas natin na meron sa Pilipinas, Republic Act 9208. Establishing necessary institution mechanism for the protection and support of trafficked persons, providing penalties. Nakasama din po dito. Another law is, of course, the Republic Act 10066. Ano yung batas na yan? An act providing for protection and conservation of national cultural heritage, strengthening the National Commission for, of course, cultural and arts, and its affiliated culture agencies for other purposes. Diba? Here is another law. Pagdating sa Republic Act 11521. Diba? Republic Act 11521. Ano naman yung batas na yan? An act further strengthening the anti-money laundering law, amending for the purpose of Republic Act 9160, na kung tawagin natin dati ay yung lumang batas na yan, RA 9160, dating batas, Anti-Money Laundering Act of 2001. Naamyendahan na po yan. Pinatibay, pinataasan ng parusa, okay, and now it is called Republic Act as amended by Republic Act 11521. This is the Anti-Money Laundering Act o Anti-Money Laundering Law. And meron din po silang provision pagdating sa Presidential Decree. 'Di ba? Sa Presidential Decree, nakikita nyo naman po sa page ng PCTC yan, yung kanilang anong tawag dito, yung mandate sa kanila, yung kanilang mga guide, of course. Meron ding amending certain section of the Republic Act 4846 na kung tawagin natin Cultural Properties Preservation and Protection Act. This is Presidential Decree number 374. Pagdating dun sa mga piracy, 'di ba? Pagdating dun sa protection ng cultural properties, preservation ng cultural properties. What else? Pagdating naman sa anti-piracy and anti-highway robbery law of 1974. So we have the PD 532. Okay, pagdating sa piracy. And then of course with regards to the protection of governing marine pollution, 'di ba? Marine pollution, meron din tayong PD 979. As well as the Philippine Environmental Policy in relation to PD 1151 and the PD 1433. So this is actually promulgating the plant quarantine law of 1978. Nirevise ito and kinonsolidate na yung existing plant quarantine laws to further improve and of course strengthen the plant's quarantine service of the Bureau of Plant and Industry. Okay? And last, the PD 1586. This PD establishing the environmental impact statement system, including other environmental management. And of course, related measures and other purposes is or are included therein. So this is all about PCTC. No? Ito yung mga mandate sa kanila, yung mga batas na, kumbaga yung ito yung mga laws and issuances under the PCTC, no? So ang Interpol General Regulation, of course, doon naka-base ang ating PCTC, 'di ba? Yung different notices ng Interpol, alam naman po natin 'yan. 'Di ba? Example natin ay mamaya siguro i-tackle natin dito sa huli, no? Bigyan muna nating pansin yung powers and functions ng ating PCTC. So the PCTC is mandated, or these are the mandated powers and functions of the center. Una is to establish through the use of modern information and telecommunication technology as a shared central database among government agencies for information on criminals, methodologies, arrest, and conviction on the following transnational crimes. What are those transnational crimes that we mentioned a while ago? The different laws, the particular laws that are involved in the conduct of or the implementation of the powers and functions of the PCTC. Okay? Okay, so pag-usapan natin mamaya yan sa PCTC, yung mga notices. Ngayon, ano ba yung mga transnational crimes? Actually, we have mentioned this. Some of these we've mentioned a while ago. Some of which we mentioned already we discussed already in the previous week. Diba? One is illicit trafficking of narcotic drugs and psychotropic substances, money laundering, terrorism, smuggling, arms smuggling, trafficking in person, piracy, and other crimes that have an impact on stability and security of the country. Okay? So ito yung pinaka-focus nila. So we made mention the particular laws, di ba? A while ago in relation to this crime. Okay? Ano pa? Ano pa yung pangalawang powers ng PCTC? Of course, to supervise and control the conduct of anti-transnational crime, operation of all government agencies and instrumentalities. Tanong natin dito. Ang pinakatanong natin, sir, hindi ba pulis ang nag-i-implement o nagpapatupad ng batas pagdating sa mandato pagdating sa PCTC? Of course, sabi nga natin, yung kanya in coordinating network ay yung PNP. Aside from the PNP, there are other agencies available in connection with the powers and function of the PCTC. Kumbaga, ang ginagawa lang ni PCTC, siya ang nagpaplano, siya ang gumagawa ng strategy, ng methodology, and siya ngayon ang magbababa ng memo na ito yung i-implement natin pagdating sa transnational crime sa mga sumusunod. Ngayon, yung mga particular na agency, kagaya nung PNP, sila ngayon ang mag-iimbestiga. Sila rin ang magkakandak ng arrest kung meron mang sinasabing nag-ooperate doon sa mga krimen na binanggit natin kanina. Okay? So, again, ang ginagawa ng PCTC to supervise and control the conduct of anti-transnational crime operation of all government agencies and instrumentalities. Kasi hindi naman lahat po yan. Ang PNP, lahat naman sakop niya na pwedeng gawin. Diba? Pero hindi lahat. So, ibig sabihin, kung pag pinag-uusapan transnational crime sa Pilipinas, may specific na agency who is in charge pagdating sa supervision. Okay? So, yung data from the Interpol ay, of course, merong data rin ang PCTC. Natin. Number 3, to establish a central database on a nation as well as the international legislation and jurisprudence on recommending measures to strengthen responses and provide immediate intervention for the prevention, detection, and apprehension of criminals operating in the country. Okay? So, ang data ng ating tuloy tayo. So, yung data ng ating ng PCTC is of course in line doon sa general regulation ng Interpol. Okay, kasi ang yung mga files na meron ang PCTC, that is of course with the help of the Interpol. Okay? Galing sa Interpol yung mga data na yan. Hindi yan raw data, no? Yan ay talagang mga incidents and factual cases uh, ng galing sa Interpol. Okay? So number 4, to establish a center for strategic research on structure and dynamic of transnational crime in all its forms and predict trends and analyze relationship of given factors for formulation of individual and collective strategies for prevention and detection of transnational organized crime, and of course for the apprehension of the criminal elements involved. 'Di ba? So ginawa ang PCTC para of course sila ang mag-conduct ng research kung ano ang nangyayari, ano yung mga strategy na ginagawa ng transnational crime. Kasi 'di ba nga they do the fraudulent activity, 'di ba? They pretend that they are legit company. They complied with the requirements required by the government. They submitted and pretending to be a legit company, where in fact they have their anong tawag natin dito, meron silang mga illicit activity behind, 'di ba? So si PCTC ang in charge para mag-conduct ng pag-aaral patungkol dito. If they have the raw information, so in collaboration with the agencies, local government agencies, NGOs, and of course with the coordinating units ng PCTC, it could actually help the center or institution to formulate the best strategy for or in addressing the or in preventing the said transnational crime. Okay? So, number 5, ito yung mini-mention natin kanina pa, that the PCTC was established to design programs and projects aimed to enhancing national capacity building in combating transnational crime, as well as supporting the related programs and project of other ASEAN international centers. So this is the main reason why the PCTC must attend not only for local forum or local gathering, and of course those programs that they are proposing is always based or is always in line with the international standard, okay, with regards to capacity building in combating the transnational crimes as well. Okay, to explore and coordinate information exchange and training with other government agencies, foreign countries, and international organizations involved in the combat against transnational crime. Diba? As you can see, nandun yung objective natin eh. Nandun yung objective ng government natin, why they do engage, why they are engaging in training seminars. Of course, sabi ko nga sa inyo paulit-ulit, as part of it, 'di ba? Let us compare it in a simple scenario, 'di ba? Just like a groupings wherein for example, you have 4 members, 'di ba? Not all the ideas or strategies will be coming from one. Not all, 'di ba? You have to consider ideas from the other members. So the same scenario with the work or functions of the PCTC, so they will not only consider those strategies that will be suggested by the members of the law enforcement agencies in local. But of course, he or the PCTC might also considered or are also considering the strategies that they can be able to get from out of that forum, international forum, or how they call that. They can be able to gather the best strategies in collaboration with others, 'di ba? in enhancing our programs to address or to combat the anong tawag natin dito, the transnational crime. Okay? So, to perform such functions and carry out such activities as may be directed by the President. Okay? Again, ang PCTC is under the office of the President. Okay? Kung anumang iba pang mandato nakasama dyan ay gagawin nila. In pursuance of its mission and function, the PCTC shall be assisted by the following government agencies. Ito yung sinasabi ko kanina sa inyo that aside from the PCTC, the center itself has a lot of supporting, okay, or supporting is supported by the law enforcement agencies or government agencies. For example, yung Philippine National Police, di ba? National Bureau of Investigation. There is also, with regards to, if you're talking about transnational crimes in relation to anti-hijacking and anti-terrorism, there is the National Action Committee on Anti-Hijacking and Terrorism and Anti-Terrorism. There is also the Presidential Anti-Organized Crime Task o Task Force. We call it PAOTF, PAOAC-TF, no? There is another task force, Presidential Anti-Smuggling Task Force. There is the NAPOLCOM. Despite that there is a PNP, there is a NAPOLCOM. Department o the DILG, the DOJ. What else? Department of Justice, the Department of Finance. There is also Department of Transportation and Communication, the Dangerous Drugs Board, the National Protection Service. Diba? Number 13, we have also the Bureau of Immigration and Deportation. If there is an involved of the so-called foreign national. Diba? And there's so many agencies, in other agencies that helps the implementation of the policies and of course yung batas na nabigay sa balikat o nakaatang sa balikat ng PCTC. Okay? With the help of those agencies ay mabilis ma-resolba ang particular na krimen. Kaya nga sabi natin ay madali silang makakuha ng mga information. Okay? The PCTC shall address the requirement of putting strong and intensified focus against transnational organized crime in the course of government's anti-crime campaign. Okay? Ano pa? The PNP continues to be the primary general law enforcement agency of the country. Kaya kasama pa rin talaga yan. Hindi pwedeng si PCTC ang gagawa ng pag-aresto. Of course, nandyan yung PNP, no? The executive director ng PCTC at yung chief PNP and the head of the other concerned agencies shall undertake close coordination and cooperation to ensure synergy in overall anti-transnational crime campaign. Okay? So with the help of the head of the law enforcement agencies and the other agencies, magtutulungan sila pagdating dun sa pagmomonitor, no? At sinasabi natin close coordination dun sa mga activities pa na gagawin. Okay? Or kampanya patungkol dun sa anti-transnational crime. And of course, the executive director ng PCTC shall endorse attendance to all training, conferences, seminars related on transnational crimes. This is in compliance with the Executive Order number 100. Okay? So kailangan lahat ng umattend, lahat ng agency who participated in the training, conferences, and seminars related on the transnational crime will be given a certificate of appreciation for their unvaluable effort and of course support with the activities conducted by the PCTC. Okay? So ngayon, to know more about the subject matter that we are discussing, that we had discussed earlier this morning, you can download, you can visit the link 'di ba, na meron po tayo dito sa inyong dashboard. Okay? So that's all for this morning. Magandang umaga sa inyo lahat. Thank you.